Alright, first and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the honors to the apostles, great millstone, and honors and blessings to the elect throughout the four corners of the earth that's pushing this truth. Alright? The name of this lesson is going to be entitled, How to Decalcify Your Pineal Gland. And this is very important because the so-called white man, he's doing everything in his power to keep your pineal gland calcified, or for lack of better words, blocked. All right, and that's why they're spraying chemtrails every morning. That's why you have all this aluminum and mercury in your food, and basically things that bring you down to a low frequency. All right, you know, dense foods, they pushing you eating all this meat and stuff like that, but all that stuff weigh down your spirit, man, and blocks your spirit. All right, and you know, basically, you know, this is gonna be a quick lesson. Just gonna get into it, and I hope brothers are edified through the spirit. Okay, and I'm gonna start off in the book of Daniel. What I'm gonna do is read a few scriptures, and basically, I'm gonna show you different foods that you can eat to help decalcify your pineal gland. Okay, your pineal gland, and the reason why it's called that because it's shaped like a pine cone. All right, and basically, it's in the back center of your brain. And that's what they call the seat of the soul. Is where your spirit dwells at, okay? Now, this is in the book of Daniel, Daniel chapter 1, verse 8. But Daniel purposed in his heart that he would not defile himself with the portion of the king's meat, nor with the wine which he drank. Therefore he requested of the prince of the eunuchs that he might not defile himself. Now the Most High had brought Daniel into favor and tender love with the prince of the eunuchs. And the prince of the eunuchs said unto Daniel, I fear my lord the king, who hath appointed your meat and your drink. For why should he see your faces worse liking than the children which are of your sort? Then shall ye make me endanger my head to the king. Then said Daniel to Melzar, whom the prince of the eunuchs had set over Daniel, Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah, which those are the three brothers, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. But these are their Hebrew names. Okay. Prove thy servants, I beseech thee, 10 days, and let them give us pulse to eat and water to drink. And when you look pulse up, it's vegetables. All right. And more than likely, it was like dark leafy green vegetables. So they were on a vegetable diet, a whole food diet. All right, because you don't need meat and you know chicken. I mean, chicken's a better choice than red meat, but you don't need to eat meat to have protein or to make yourself you know what's the word? You know, basically, to give you strength. You know, what you about to say?
Well, I was just gonna back up and say you don't need all that to be whole.
Right. You don't need it to be whole. You know, and it says, then let our countenances be looked upon before thee, and the countenance of the children that eat of the portion of the king's meat, and as thou seest, deal with thy servants. And basically, you keep reading. The face of Daniel and the three brothers, all right, their faces were more fuller, and they were looking more healthier than the children that was eating the king's meat, all right, because basically these foods are better for you, all right, and I'm going to get one more scripture. So when you're reading the scriptures, men of the Lord were on certain diets, and they did that to, you know, well, they didn't want to, like we read in that story, didn't want to defile themselves with the foods of the heathens, but also to get in tune with the Most High. And you're going to find out when you decalcify your pineal gland, you operate on a higher frequency, which basically it makes you more sensitive and more open to the spiritual realm. All right, which is the world behind the world that you can't see, where the Most High, Yahweh and angels dwell at, all right? And basically, it heightens your creativity. You get more in tune with nature, all right? And you can kind of see things for what they really are. You know, you look at people as spirits, and you get more in tune with yourself, you know, the sense of how the Most High created you and your being. This is Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 23. Nevertheless, if thou wilt cease yet 7 days more, but thou shalt not fast in them. Fast meaning so you're still going to eat. You're not just going to not eat anything. All right. So let's find out what Ezra was eating. But go into a field of flowers where no house is builded, and eat only the flowers of the field. Taste no flesh, meaning no meat. Drink no wine, but eat flowers only. And pray unto the highest continually. Then will I come and talk with thee. So the way the angel was able to communicate with Esdras or Izar was basically by him being on a certain diet. Okay? And that diet decalcified his pineal gland. It made his spirit open to where he could see the angel, see the visions. All right? And he was put together. All right? All of his faculties were together. He wasn't weak, you know? Go ahead out.
Just to make a quick point, there's a flower that grows in the Mediterranean called calendula. And if you do your research on it, you'll find that flower, the petals, are edible. So, you can ascertain that Ezra ate flowers like calendula. If not one of the flowers, if there wasn't one of the flowers, he ate flowers like calendula.
Yeah.
Because those flowers are edible.
Yeah, and it's very likely. And it could have been that, just whatever he ate, it heightened his senses, to where he could see things, that the average human can't see. Basically it's kind of like when the Most High made them see these visions. It's like the Most High put them in a holographic realm or something, but they could see everything even though it wasn't happening. It was as if it was happening, and it was so real. It's like the Most High put them in a movie when they seen everything. Basically, these are just some of the foods that you could eat that help to calcify your pineal gland. We already talked about cacao. All right, I pronounced it wrong in the first lesson, but cacao, this decalcifies your pineal gland. All right, it gives you a lot of energy, and basically it gives you hyper brain waves. All right, you start thinking more. You get all these ideas. All right, so you have cacao, and and you can eat it. All right, it's basically the same thing. Cocoa, dark chocolate. It's just more refined. All right, and this is spirulina, and this is chlorella, and these are very important for decalcifying your pineal gland. I'm actually going to see if I can find something really quick.
And while the brothers looking it up, another thing you brothers can get into is colloidal gold. Colloidal gold is exceptional when it comes to increasing your creativity, having mental clarity, having a more vivid dreams. I'm on colloidal gold, and I had 2 dreams about chariots. So it works, as well as colloidal silver, colloidal copper, colloidal platinum. But I could definitely attest to colloidal gold. And colloidal basically just means liquid. So you're taking a substance that has gold particles in it. In the ancient world, King Solomon ate out of gold silverware. That's why they call it silverware, because it was actually made out of real silver. But King Solomon didn't even eat from silver; he ate from gold.
And it detoxifies your body.
It detoxifies your body, right?
Yep. And your mind, like you said, you had these vivid dreams. And basically, I'm not going to read all this, but basically, what it says. This is on www.alive.com. And yeah, these are foods that keep you alive, even though everything is defiled. It says, speaking about spirulina and chlorella, supporting healing, delaying aging, and significantly lowering cancer risk. Microalgae gently detoxify quiet inflammation and activate cell renewal. In addition, these superfoods contain a powerhouse of essential nutrients, trace minerals, iron, vitamins, essential fatty acids, and highly absorbable amino acids. Okay, and and basically all these different pineal gland foods, they all work together, and these two especially work together because they're both blue-green algae, and also you can take these while taking cilantro because they help get all the metals out your body. Aluminum, mercury, and other metals that calcify your pineal gland. All right, it helps get those out of there, and this is good too. Garlic. All right, I recommend this. And garlic has so many uses that like the elders was doing. They had the channel about the herbs. Esau wants to basically put this behind the counter because of all the medicinal uses, but basically it's good for decalcifying your pineal gland too. Getting all the crud out of your body. That's why you eat it. It burns. It might burn your stomach, but it's really an endless list of different foods you could take for decalcifying your pineal gland. Highly recommend to stay away from refined sugar, caffeine, alcohol, meat and dairy. And of course you can't smoke. You should know that. What you about to say?
And just as far as liquor, the brother's talking about when you go through that stage of decalcifying your pineal gland.
Right. Yeah, you can still drink.
Yeah, don't get misconstrued. He's talking about for that state because you're gonna drink your liquor. Yeah. But when it comes to going on those particular fasts or those different stages where you want to decalcify your pineal gland, this is essential, and those are the things that you want to not take for that particular time.
Right, and also it just depends on how you want to do it too.
Yeah.
I was reading a little bit, and basically it said if you decalcify your pineal gland, they said depending on how you want to do it, you can still drink wine.
Yeah. But
they were saying that if you buy organic wine, because the other wine it has all these different toxins in it. What I'm saying? They were saying that you still drink wine, but that's pretty much it. Also, apple cider vinegar, that works wonders. All right, you can look up the uses of this, but it's good for calcifying your pineal gland. And if you're gonna have sweeteners, or if you want something sweet, put honey on it. Don't use refined sugar. You use honey, real raw honey. Now this isn't as raw as it gets. You get honey in its real raw form. It's not as liquid as this. But basically, get you some raw honey, and you can use that for a sweetener instead of, aspartame. Just different things that basically is bad for your body. All right. But that's gonna be it. I hope this is edifying, and basically we're in the last days, and we need to get in tune with our spirit, because that's what Satan hate, man. He hate when you focus on the Most High, focus on prayer, some brothers, but we all have to fast. When you gotta fast, man. What I'm saying? But these are the things that we have to do to keep fighting, man. Certain things, every brother different. We're not pushing this on brothers, but for brothers that want to look more into it, the resources are out there. The internet is a damn brain, man. You can find damn near anything. All right, but with that, we're gonna say all praise to Yahweh Shai. All right, the brothers are high. This is GMS versus Roots and brother Cazaaq, and with that, we're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.